the camera. Give it off, down.
In a lot of ways, The Incredibles is one of the riskier films that Pixar has yet made. It was forced to follow up the success of Finding Nemo, by far Pixar's most successful film at the time of its release, and it was also venturing into new territory by starring human characters, boasting a PG rating, as well as bringing in an outside director in Brad Bird, all of which were firsts for the studio. The result was a bolder film than many that Pixar had previously made, with a storyline that was more mature without indulging in the kind of faux edginess that a lot of comic books it draws inspiration from have fallen victim to.
We interrupt for an important bulletin. A deadly high-speed pursuit between police and armed gunmen is underway traveling northbound on San Pablo Avenue.
We're accustomed to Pixar films being exceptional, so it's saying something to consider The Incredibles one of their best. Whatever your opinion on its ranking in the Pixar canon, though, it's an easy choice for Screen's Besties.
Thank you, Mr. Incredible. You've done it again.
Yeah, you're the best.
No, I'm just here to help.
The Incredibles follows in the footsteps of such heady comics as The Watchmen and The Dark Knight Returns by positing a world full of superheroes who are forced to go underground by government legislation banning their activities.
Where are they now? They are living among us. Average citizens, average heroes, quietly and anonymously continuing to make the world a better place.
Mr. Incredible, aka Bob Parr, his wife Elastigirl, and their children all lead rather normal suburban lives, passing the day at school or work, unable to showcase their powers for fear of arrest.
Why can't I do the best that I can do? Right now, honey, the world just wants us to fit in, and to fit in, we just gotta be like everybody else.
The women of the family seem rather content, but both father and son can't resist occasionally flexing their superhero muscles from time to time. They bridle under the sense that they can be told not to do what comes naturally to them. Whereas the comics seem content to examine what this means solely in a superhero context, The Incredibles goes a bit further by using the concept to explore larger issues of enforced conformity and to rebel against the notion that everyone is special in precisely the same way. Some people, it says, are special in special ways and should not be constrained from being their best by the petty jealousies of less capable individuals.
Oh! This is because I don't have powers, isn't it? Well, not every superhero has powers, you know. You can be super without them. I invented these. I can fly. Can you fly?
Fly home, buddy. I work alone.
Oui, et ta tenue est complètement ridicule!
Eventually, Mr. Incredible gets a chance to engage in a secret mission on behalf of the mysterious Mirage.
I'm in.
Leaping at the opportunity to use his powers again and get paid at the same time, Bob heads out to a remote jungle island to defeat the powerful Omnidroid. Soon enough, however, he discovers that he's been misled and that all he has done is to help the evil villain Syndrome strengthen his creation, which he intends to use to gain acclaim for his own mechanical creations and help him sell tools that will let anyone become a superhero. Of course, this leads to fights, chases, and a number of intensely well-done action scenes. The sheer visual verve of The Incredibles still easily ranks near the top of the Pixar canon, with bright colors and human characters that are stylized, but still easy to identify with.
Dash, you come back here this moment!
What really sets this film apart, though, is Bird's imaginative direction. The action scenes on the island itself are rarely matched for ingenuity, whether in CGI films or in live action. Even before the family gets there, though, the scene where they attempt to outrun a set of missiles fired by Syndrome is almost heart-stoppingly tense.
Disengage, repeat, disengage!
And of course, there's the lengthy island to break in and mega fight. Features each of the family members doing their thing against Syndrome's competent but kinda outmatched security forces. It should be studied by neophyte action directors for not only Bird's ability to imbue a lengthy action sequence with a breathless sense of pacing, but also for wonderfully incorporating Michael Giacchino's breezy, 60s-inspired score into the action. Particularly incredible is Dash's chase scene across the width of the island as he outruns everyone that Syndrome sends after him. It's a daring moment for a children's film as Dash is not only punched out but actually shot at by the guards. But then you don't get the sense that Bird is interested much in toning down the film by making the challenges that these people face anything less than constantly life-threatening. The fact that they're facing off against things that could literally kill them is what makes their heroism all the more impressive.
There you are.
Don't touch my sister! How are you doing that? I don't know.
It all culminates, of course, with the Fantastic Foursome coming together and discovering that their powers mesh better than any of them could have expected. The family, as well as their friend Frozone, all have to work together to overcome the disastrously overpowered final form of Omnidroid. Do they succeed? Of course they do, but not before we're treated to one of the most colorful and engaging action sequences of any CGI movie yet made.
Take out its guns!
What I find most curious about The Incredibles, though, is that the villain of the piece is precisely the one who might be the most innovative and special of anyone in the cast. Unlike Mr. Incredible and his family, who seem to have done nothing to earn their unique abilities, Syndrome seems to have done the most work of anyone to achieve his success, and actually intends to share the wealth with the so-called common man. He's psychotic, sure, but he also manages to earn his accomplishments through the dint of inspiration and inventiveness.
Who did you contact?
For a movie that does everything but tattoo the words "when everyone's special, no one is" into a viewer's forehead, its implication that you can only be special if you're born into a group of people who are naturally more talented than average humans is interesting, to say the least.
And when I'm old and I've had my fun, I'll sell my inventions so that everyone can be superheroes. Everyone can be super. And when everyone's super, no one will be.
If you take the film's message more generally, though, it does seem to imply that everyone should have to earn their success through merit, not have it be given to them based on their mere existence. And whatever you think about that, you have to give Bird and Pixar credit for engaging with somewhat refined political ideas in what is at heart a film for children.
Elastigirl.
Mr. Incredible.
No, it's all right. I've got him.
Sure you got him.
Pixar has
I
always
just
made
took him
films
out.
that appeal to audiences both young and old, but The Incredibles might be their finest film in that regard, with a message that's worth discussing with children and action and adventure that anyone can appreciate.
Whatever happened to ladies first?
Well, whatever happened to equal treatment?
Hey, look, wait. The lady got me first.
This is still my favorite Pixar film, perhaps because its underlying message is more complex than your average kids' film can boast, and can be interpreted in multiple ways. Whatever your thoughts on its message, though, you can watch it knowing you're checking out one of the great exercises in CGI filmmaking that's yet been committed to the big screen. It's a little scary to ask for a sequel, knowing that Pixar is capable of duds like Cars 2, but if any other franchises are due another go-round, it feels like The Incredibles might have the most natural setup for one.
On peace and happiness! Soon all will tremble before me!
Regardless, even if this is all The Incredibles that we're going to get, it's still easy enough to consider it worthy of a screened Besties award.